Good morning, my lovelies. Long time no see. So we're gonna do like a chatty favorites. A lot of these things I've reviewed, so I won't be going really, in depth about them. I will link at the end on the end screen the videos that are related to this one. So let's start. So first of all, let me put my hair back. I'm gonna use my square hairband. I'm sure you all have seen it. These are those really great headbands that have hinges like sunglasses, so they don't hurt. They are very comfortable. I have a discount code for those. So push it forward. Cute, huh? They are so comfortable here. Anyway, my first favorite is the Laura Mercier foundation primer in Radiance. I really like it. Since I've bought it, I use it almost every day. So this is not my usual Monday vlog video, and that is because last week was PMT week. So you were very lucky that I actually didn't come on here and did a video because I was a real miserable biatch. That week is always awful for me. I haven't made any videos. I just felt blur. I'm spotty. Like Dr. Barbara says, Barbara Taylor, perimenopause, menopause is a puberty in reverse. So you start getting spotty again. Right, the next thing is this, and you could think that that was Beauty Blender, but it is not. I have been sent the LA Girl, the new Pro foundation, which I'm going to review for you, and with that I got this box of 2 makeup sponges, Pro sponges, and I tell you something, they feel exactly like the Beauty Blender, but you pay £10 for 2 of them, whereas I think Beauty Blender is £16 for just one. So I'm going to use that. And my favorite foundation recently has been the Ordinary Serum foundation, and I've reviewed them both, the serum and the cover one, side by side, so I will link that video, you can watch it. I've been wearing it pretty much every day since I've bought it. It is not very full coverage, and I prefer this one to the fuller coverage. You have to shake it, it's quite watery. Mine is in 2.0N, and I really love it. It's quite watery. Yes, so like I was saying, I didn't feel very good, very myself last week. Oh no, I forgot something else first. That's what happens when I do the chatty ones. I do it in a minute. Too late now. Yes, so I didn't even want to attempt making videos, and because it comes across when you feel like this, so I rather not do a video and come back when I'm feeling better. So now is the time of the month, and it's like a switch was turned on. It's so funny when I've got PMT, which starts about 10 days before my period, I get spotty, feel blah bloated and miserable, just don't feel myself, eat a lot of crap, and then as soon as the time comes, I'm not hungry anymore, my mood lifts, and I just feel better. Right, what I forgot to use, which I'm using every day, is the Color Science Total Eye, and I've reviewed this for you. Color Science are like color cosmetics, but with skincare science behind it. So every product has great skincare ingredients, and this one has also SPF 35, which I love because you know, the delicate area under your eyes is important, so you have to protect it from sun. I should have put it before my foundation because this is not a concealer as such. This is mainly skincare, but it has a peachy tone to it, so it gives you immediate coverage as well. So if you don't need a lot of concealing, you could just use that. It has this spoon to spread it around, but I just do it with my fingers, squeeze tiny bit because a little goes a long way. But don't worry, because this is not a concealer, so it's not gonna look cakey or anything. It is basically eye cream with some color to it. So just pat it in. I pat it on the top of my eyelid as well. Can you see the difference? I still put concealer on my eyes, but that's mostly for like this brightening effect, because I think that this is enough on its own. So I've been loving that. Oh, after I reviewed it, I had so many comments that this is not available in the UK. And yes, I'm really sorry, I wasn't aware of that. They don't ship to UK, but there is a website in the UK that sells Colour Science product, but last time I looked they didn't have that cream yet. So I will leave you this website and keep checking, and I'm sure they will get this cream soon. I even have a huge spot here, honestly. Okay, now concealer. So you know, my favorite concealer for a while was the Shape Tape, but then I've noticed that it started really drying out my under eye area and it made it look worse, so I've stopped using it. I like my Maybelline, but I've gone back to the Nars Creamy Concealer, Radiant Creamy Concealer, and mine is in Custard. And I really enjoy this concealer, so I'm just applying it, not right under my eye, just to like brighten up, and on my nose because, you know, my nose needs extra coverage, and on my chin because I've got spots. So let's do that. And I always start blending it in low, and just whatever is left, then I go under my eye and over my eye. So yes, I didn't do anything last week worth vlogging about. I just went to the gym twice and that was it. It's been a beautiful weather all week, nice and hot. So that was good, because otherwise I would feel even more miserable. It's beautiful today as well. Right, so that's my base done. Now for my powder, I always use Laura Mercier Mineral powder, and I always set my foundation with, I just don't know anymore how to set my foundation with a normal powder. So that's why I don't worry about the foundation not being so full coverage, because I can get extra coverage with that, and because it's mineral, it doesn't make me look too dry and powdery. This one is in Rich Vanilla. I've got 3 different colors, so adjusting them to depends how tanned I am. I'm gonna use for this my little Blank Canvas Cosmetics F01 brush. It's so short because that was in like a travel set, but you can get the full size. So I pick up some of this because it is kabuki brush, it picks up quite a lot. So I tap it off and I sort of place it all over my face, and then I buff it in. I normally don't use this brush for it, but if you use denser brush, it will give you more coverage. I don't go with it under my eyes because it is like a powder foundation, so I feel it's too heavy for eyes. I will set my eyes with something that I've gone back to, which I used to love a lot, is the Nye Banana Powder. This is my own little pot because it comes in a, I've got the huge you know, container of it, so I just deposit it in here. It's easier for me to use. I used to love this powder, and I especially like it. I think I like it more in the summer because I use darker foundation, and this banana powder then looks very brightening. If I'm pale, the banana powder can be sometimes a bit too dark. So I set again quite low, and then with whatever I've got left around my eye, and take my nude amount as well. You know, it doesn't matter how much powder you take, how careful you are. You know, at our age it will always show, but there is nothing you can do. If you don't powder under your eyes, then you might look very shiny and accentuate anything under your eyes, and also your mascara and your eyeshadow can smudge under your eye if you don't set it with powder. Okay, now for my bronzer, I've been using the Physician Formula Butter Bronzer. I love it, the color is lovely. I think when I have more tan, it probably won't be dark enough. I don't know, do they have any colors? Is that just butter bronzer and it just comes in that color? I think so. It doesn't say anything here. No. I love the smell of it. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm going to use the Morphy M504 horrible brush. I don't like it, look at it, but I sort of like the shape, and I don't have any decent face brushes really. I've never been so into face brushes, and I once bought all these Morphy brushes and most of them I didn't like, but I use it till it's unusable and buy something different. So I'm not contouring as such, just like bronze my face wherever. Yeah, don't like this brush at all. Yeah, so it's not too dark, this powder. It might look quite dark, but it isn't. So once I'm darker, I won't be able to use that one. Okay, for my highlighter, I've gone back to the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Gelato Swell highlighter, because my favorite till now was the Benefit Twinkle, but it is too light now, so it looks too white, so I need a bit something more golden, and this is beautiful. And for this I use Morphy. For all my highlighters I use the Morphy M504, which is a eyeshadow brush, but I actually quite like it for my highlighter. And you know how I use my highlighter, I use it here, not here, because I've got too many wrinkles here. If you have large pores around here, I wouldn't advise it, because that will emphasize your pores. Mine are not too bad, but I just like to use it here, so when I smile I have this nice youthful glow. Then for my blush, I've been using every day the Tarte Paarty blush. It's like really going down. This is another Morphy brush, that's M556. Actually, I don't mind this one for blush, but you know, they are not the best brushes. I like it. It's like a really lovely dusty pink, but not like a Barbie pink, so I really like this one. Okay, so that's my face done. Now for my brows, I'm still using the same things. I start with the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brow, which is this amazingly thin brow mascara, and mine is in Linda. And I first just go over my brows. it sort of makes sure that it covers all the brows that you have, if they've gone grey or are really light. And then when you see I've got completely missing brow here, because when I was a kid I went into a tree on a sledge in the winter and I had it stitched up and my hair never really grew back there. And then I love my Dior Universal brow pencil in 001 brown. I love it because it's so fine and it's got the right consistency. So I might do this off camera because it's very difficult to do my brows on camera, and I think it's always linked down below my old video of my eyebrow routine. And yeah, the products will be different, but how I draw my brows is still the same. Okay, so I've drawn them now with the pencil. Don't like it. I don't know what it is, but I can never do my eyebrows as well as I can do it where I sit on my vanity. And of course, still using the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I think it is called Ready Set Brow or something like that. It's that one with the funny brush. So I just brush through it. It sets my brows in place for the whole day and it gives them a bit of separation. That will do. Okay, for my eyeshadows, there are two favorite palettes that I've been using lately on a daily basis. First one is not really a palette but individual eyeshadows, and I've done these are Makeup Geek eyeshadow apart from the MAC Hoax eyeshadow, and I've got one of my 5-minute eye tutorials how I do it, so I'm not going to walk you through it, but this I've been using every day, or my Urban Decay Naked Heat, which I know I still owe you that tutorial for it, so I will do it very soon, I promise. So I'm not going to walk through it. If you want to see exactly, you know, like more in depth how I do it, you can go and watch that video. So I don't know if you feel like this when you got your PMT, that doesn't matter what makeup I do, how I do my hair, I always hate it. Just don't even like looking at myself. I don't know what it is, but it is not pleasant 10 days out of 20, out of 30 in my month. I wanted to tell you something funny. I was reading my comments the other night, and you know, you get comments not for just the latest video, you get comments for videos even that you did 4 years ago, with questions that, like what lipstick you're wearing, and maybe those days I didn't know how to link everything up and I wouldn't put, but there's no way I can remember what lipstick I was wearing 4 years ago. But the best comment I got was on my most watched video, you know, the hooded eyes do's and don'ts, where I do one eye the correct way and one eye the wrong way. There is no wrong, remember, in makeup, but you know what I mean. And someone, obviously that wasn't my regular subscriber, because none of you would, well, to be honest, I don't know how anybody could come to this conclusion. Basically, she put in my comment something along the lines, don't believe her, this is a trick, she obviously had Botox done in one side of her face. I'm like, Okay, I'm speechless. I mean, why would I go to those lengths to mislead someone by putting Botox in one side of my face, which means for 6 months I would be walking around with my face looking lopsided. And I thought there was nothing for me to do but laugh, because, you know, you can't win with stupid, honestly. Okay, for my mascara, I still really like the by Terry, the Twist, no, that's not it, the Twist mascara, but I'm still using my Kiko Fall 2.0, and I still have my old Kiko, so I like rotate, but these are my 3 favorites. You can't get one of them anymore. So remember how I did it. I twist it first and do it first with the shorter twisted bit and then with the long one. Now I'm gonna untwist it and go over it with that. Now for the lipsticks, with this look, I've been wearing more of a pinky lipsticks. You know, I love the Queen Bee from Too Faced, but I also pulled out my old favorite pink lipstick. And I think I will put it on with the Jordana Easy Liner for Lips in Baby Berry. Or you could also use the NYX Purple Rain. Maybe I should have actually used the Purple Rain, it's a bit darker. Yeah. And the lipstick that I love is the Smashbox Legendary Lipstick in Pretty Social. I love this lipstick. I love the color, but I also love the consistency. It's so creamy and shiny. And then, you know, I have to have some gloss. So I usually, with this lipstick, would use the MAC Dazzle Glass in Sugar Rimmed, or this is the Revlon Diamond Gloss in HD Gloss HD in Pink Diamond. Gorgeous. Okay, so that's the finished look. These are my current favorites. I always say to you, remember, if you've seen my other favorites videos and you've seen different products in it, they are still my favorites. I still like them, but obviously having so much makeup, I sort of will stick for a month to certain things and then I will change up. So it also, with foundations, it changes depending on the weather. Like, I am pretty sure soon I will be using mostly It Cosmetics CC cream, because it's got good enough coverage and it has a high SPF, so I don't have to layer SPF, so I can just use that as my SPF and makeup in one. So I think that's it. We might go to a garden center today and get some begonias. You know, I always like to plant begonias on my patio, so we might do that because it's a beautiful day, and I'm sure I will see you again this week. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful week and stay fabulous. Bye.